my brother talks a lot about like visualization. So he was a F-15 pilot. He's a skydiving instructor now. And just the power of him thinking through his movements or how he was going to, manipulate the jet. And so when Tony, you were talking, that it made me think of that, and that we do need to visualize the future and think about how we're going to respond to it, so that when we are in those moments, we're going off of, I guess, semi muscle memory, to be able to get into emotion rather than just like being absorbed into whatever the new craze is. So I think that makes me tie it back to the finishing well, in that there is a key element of thinking about how we're going to cross the finish line that is a motivator, or how we're going to cross this threshold, so that we do it with grace. We do it with knowing that my soccer coach used to say this: whenever you score, just act like you've been there before. You don't need to go crazy like you just won the World Cup, but just, you're a pro. And I just always admired that. But there is something about crossing the finish line, very, very exciting, but it is just a threshold. And there will be another race, there will be another journey. But we got to put ourselves in that moment before we ever get to that moment.
Yeah, you're reminding me of something that I believe is over a door at the tomb of Saint Peter. It's inscribed in Greek. And Brian Muraresku as an author, he would say that this is the key to immortality, or the immortality key, this inscription, which is, if you die before you die, when you die, you won't die.
Oh, baby.
And there's a visualization aspect to that, and a very literal. I mean, I think you can take that in a lot of ways, but whenever I heard you talking about the visualization, it is, it's like, if you score before you score, when you score, you won't score for soccer. Like, it is, you've been there before. You're navigating something that is familiar. So it doesn't need to be death. It can be something that's familiar and recognized as it's navigated, as our thresholds are navigated.